The hunters stalk a herd of deer grazing near the riverbank. Bows rise, stone tips glinting. The silence breaks, an arrow flies, the herd scatters, and one stag collapses in the reeds. Triumph ripples through the hunters, but the victory is short. From beyond the trees, the sound of rushing feet. Another tribe emerges, faces scarred with war paint, weapons raised. They too had been hunting, and now the kill has drawn both groups together. Spears pierce the soil as the tribe circle, snarling without words. The Aztec hunters clutch their prize, but they are outnumbered. The leader, broad-shouldered and scarred, signals retreat. The stag is left behind, blood soaking into the river mud as the rival tribe claims it. The hunters return empty-handed, spirits crushed. In the camp, children cry with hunger. Women gather roots, pounding them into pastes that will barely sustain the tribe. The old ones sit in silence, remembering times when food was more plentiful. Yet hunger is a teacher. That night, fires crackle, and the leader studies the stars. He sees the river stretching south, toward lands yet unclaimed, and makes his choice. Tomorrow, they will leave. Morning comes with thunder. The tribe bundles their few possessions, woven mats, clay pots, obsidian shards, and begins their journey along the river. The children ride on their mothers' backs, wrapped in cloth. Warriors march at the edges, scanning for danger. The storm breaks overhead. Rain lashes the earth, flooding the trails, turning every step into a battle with the mud. Lightning cracks, and the river swells with fury, tearing away trees and sweeping animals downstream. They take refuge in a cave, dripping, shivering, huddled around a tiny flame coaxed from dry bark. But the cave is not empty. Eyes glimmer in the dark, the yellow gaze of a jaguar. It leaps from the shadows, teeth bared. Chaos erupts. Spears jab, children are pulled back. One hunter falls, his shoulder torn open. The beast thrashes, claws cutting through flesh and wood alike. At last, the leader drives his obsidian blade into its throat. Blood spatters the stone walls. The jaguar collapses. The hunters do not celebrate. Instead, they carve the meat, knowing it will keep the tribe alive for days. The wounded man is treated with herbs crushed into paste and wrapped with woven leaves. Pain sears his face, but he breathes. They bury the jaguar's heart at the cave's mouth, a silent offering to the gods of the wild. When the storm clears, the tribe continues. Days stretch into weeks. Hunger still gnaws, but they learn. They fish with woven nets along the river, smoke meat over low fires, and carry water in leaves folded like bowls. Children practice with tiny slings, sending stones against tree trunks until their hands grow strong. At night, they carve symbols into bark, marks that begin to shape a memory of who they are. Yet danger follows. The rival tribe returns, their warriors painted for war. At dusk, they descend upon the Aztec camp, torches in hand. Fire leaps into the thatched huts. Screams fill the forest as spears clash. The Aztec warriors form a ring around the women and children. Blood stains the soil. For a moment, it seems the tribe will be erased before it can rise. But desperation fuels courage. The hunters who once fled now push forward, driving their obsidian blades deep. They fight not for food, but for the promise of survival. The leader, wounded but unbroken, seizes a fallen rival's torch and hurls it into the reeds. Flames roar upward, splitting the battlefield in two. The rival tribe, blinded by smoke, stumbles back into the trees. Victory is carved in fire and blood. The Aztecs do not linger. They march southward until the river widens into a valley ringed by mountains. Here the soil is black and rich. Here the water runs steady. They plant maize, building small gardens fenced with stone. They raise shelters of wood and reed stronger than before. They sing as they work, voices echoing into the sky. Seasons pass, crops grow tall, children chase each other between the fields, laughter carrying on the wind. The wounded hunter, scarred but alive, teaches the young how to set snares. Women grind maize into flour, baking it over hot stones. Elders tell stories of jaguars, storms and fire, memories woven into legend. Around the fire, the leader sits with his people, a faint smile breaking through the scars. Once they were wanderers, prey to storm and hunger. Now they are something greater. In unity, they have endured. In struggle, they have become strong. The flames crackle, the tribe feasts, and in their hearts, the seed of a civilization takes root.